Hey, Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here with Big Daddy Knows, my YouTube channel. Did you watch the Democratic debate last night? Oh my gosh, was that exciting. First of all, I woke up this morning and realized Donald Trump is quoting Andrew Yang. And I went, oh my gosh, Trump is quoting Yang. That means all Trump's people are listening to Andrew Yang. And what was it that caught Trump's attention, who's obviously watching the debate himself, was Yang making this incredible statement that they're missing the point of what's going on, how Donald Trump got elected. While they're all yapping about Donald Trump, he was talking about, no, remember why Donald Trump was elected. He was addressing issues of concern to these voters that had not been approached in the old Democratic way. He was offering something new. Now, Yang is really offering us a new way forward. And what is that? New visionary ideas. Do you ever notice that the rest of those Democrats on there is the old thing of, we're going to give you free this, we're going to give you free that. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing that's free. We're going to give you free education. No, somebody's got to pay for the schools. They got to pay for the maintenance of the schools. They got to pay for the teachers, the professors. Who pays for that? We do. They tax us. I know they all say they're going to tax the billionaires and the rich. Listen, those people find a way out of it. Amazon did, and the rest of them will too. What is the other one? Oh, we're going to give you free health care. Do you want your hospital to be like a post office? Ask yourself that. How would you like to go into DMV with a heart attack? I mean, having your healthcare system operate like DMV. Take a number, sit over there. We'll get to you eventually. Listen, he's addressing a new way to go instead of those old Democratic themes, which they just keep throwing it out there, don't they? See, this is what Trump realized. There's a different way to approach these problems. Yang realizes those problems still exist. We got to find a new way to approach them. And he's a real visionary when he's talking about the fact of the other Democrats are talking about a minimum wage, a minimum wage. There's not going to be a minimum wage. Those jobs are leaving. You can already tell that if you go to McDonald's. You go to McDonald's, there's nobody working behind the counters. It's all machines now. The burgers, they already got it made where they're going to have 30 burgers they can make. At all the different requests for the type of burger you wanted, it's all going to be machines. Everything's becoming automated. No more truck drivers. There's already a truck that is driven with no driver, a driverless truck, from California to Pennsylvania with 30,000 pounds of butter. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is upon us. It's just like when people didn't realize that cell phone you're handing, it's going to be everything. It's going to be your personal computer. It's going to be your banking. It's going to be everything. That's where Yang is at. That's where it's all going. These other people, what were they doing? Arguing, fighting. What was it all about? Yang was not the only minority up there on that stage, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Buttigieg is gay. He was a minority. Okay? Elizabeth Warren, she's part Native American. She's a minority. Steyer, he's a billionaire. That's a minority. So other people up there were not minorities. There was a number of minorities there. And I want to tell you something. Steyer, a billionaire. I thought the Democrats were against billionaires. I thought they were against the 1%. But we got Bloomberg, who's a billionaire. Steyer's a billionaire. The guy from Starbucks. What is all these billionaires on the Democratic Party for? What's happening there? What's that all about? And then we got Klobuchar, our farm girl. Well, that's what she talks about. I can get the rural areas. She's a farm girl. My daddy kept his money in a coffee can. Well, I hope he did. My God, what else was there to keep money in at a farm? I mean, and Buttigieg, what's this all about? Raising money in a wine cave with crystals? Bernie, Bernie looking like your old crazy uncle up there. What's going on with these people? And every one of them, please get some new writers. Every one of them kept saying the same thing. And on my first day in office, for every topic, on my first day in office, they would never get through their first day in office. They would be doing so much. My first day in office, I wouldn't do anything. I'd have a hangover. That's what I'd be doing. Now let's bring this back to Andrew Yang. Okay. there was a little dust up there when Klobuchar admonished Buttigieg for saying that, Washington, nothing comes out of Washington. They don't do anything. And she reminded everybody about what Biden did. And by the way, Joe Biden, I hope he doesn't bring back Obama's shovel-ready projects, because he looks pretty shovel-ready himself. She said, they all did something as a senator up there, and she's proud of that. But let's come back to Andrew Yang. You see, it isn't what you say, it's the way you say it. He didn't say it bluntly like Buttigieg, but he said it in a very, very classy way. What is Washington? What do? They don't solve anything. They don't solve the problems. And that reminded me of what Ronald Reagan used to say. For those of us who remember Ronald Reagan, he said, Washington doesn't solve problems. Washington is the problem. And then he would say, the nearest thing to eternity is a government program. I think, now Yang didn't say that, but Yang did say that that's where the problems come from, Washington. He just said it in a much classier way. And then at the end, they were talking about forgiveness. What would you give as a gift, or what would you give as forgiveness? And Yang said he would give his book, The War on Normal People. Now, I haven't read that book, I'll confess to you, because I'm not a normal person. So I don't know what that was about. However, I found out that I was going to order the book today. It's already sold out on Amazon. Oh, my God. By the way, all of Bernie's 4 books, and he mentioned that they're still on Amazon. Elizabeth Warren's book, still on Amazon. So he said he would give everybody a copy of his book. But my favorite at the asking of forgiveness was Elizabeth Warren, because Elizabeth butted in more than anybody. She looked like a Doberman with the leash off, just attacking. I wish they would have given Andrew more time, because she soaked up all the time there was. They had to keep asking her, please, let's move on. Anyway, her big deal is when she went, forgive me. I get passionate and I get carried away. Thank God she didn't have a gun or a knife, or we might not have anybody on those debates. I'm going to tell you, if you haven't checked out Andrew Yang, check him out and do what I'm going to do. Get his book for Christmas, even if I have to go to a bookstore. This is Big Daddy with Big Daddy Knows. Subscribe.